Dire team pick.
Chen.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Welcome back to game number 2 of the lower bracket finals of the NA TI11 regional qualifier. Suns fan here with Cinderin. Soniqs versus Wildcard. Game 1, stomp in favor of Soniqs. And we're in the draft, and the draft is very interesting. Only one difference in bans, and it's an Undying, which was played by Fata last game. And the opener, this leaves open Chen, which is by many considered to be the most powerful hero in the entire game. Maybe Enigma. I don't know. It's close. What would you say?
I mean, Chen was available last game, right? It was just ignored, I think.
Okay, did not know that. Thanks, Cinderin, for making me look stupid again.
No, but they picked Undying over it specifically, right? I think in the absence of Undying, this... I think it depends on which team you ask, honestly, which one of Chen and Undying is the better 5 right now, but they are both absolutely incredible. And say I'm surprised to see Fatsa take, or it's probably not going to be him playing it, by the way. It's probably going to be MSS playing this Chen, but taking that first pick is no surprise at all. They did it early in this tournament, and they crushed with it on MSS. Wildcard are going to respond with Marcy Snapfire, so not getting their DP this time. Seem to be trying to pivot more in the direction of having more stuns and more, I guess, reliable teamfight damage, you could say, from the Snap ult. So I guess, I don't know if I would consider Snap a particularly good hero against Chen in general. Like, a lot of Snap's damage is AoE and you just out-heal it, right? But see if Wildcard have some sort of a strong plan here. I was gonna say,
see Lesh again.
I was gonna say, why not?
Ridiculous.
You know? his last game was an absolute crushing coming out from Quinn, and isn't going to get his hands on Lina this time either since it's banned. So just grab that Lesh again. It worked last game, so why wouldn't it now? With Chen instead of Undying?
10 seconds remaining.
One major difference in this draft between these two teams is that
5
Wildcard have
seconds
likely
remaining.
picked their two supports, right? I don't think
Yeah,
they. I
likely.
mean, this isn't Noun, so you're not going to be seeing a Snapfire mid or even a Marcy mid for that matter. But yeah, so that I think gives away a decent amount of information. Meanwhile, for Soniqs, they don't need any more push than they have now. That's for sure. I mean, they'll take it if it's given to them. But this is Diabolic Edict with the creeps that Chen have is it's going to create so much pressure on the map.
Yeah.
What do you think of Snapfire Shard? It's the cookie that puts a little glob and it actually
10
increases the range of
changed.
cookie.
It's clearly worse than the old one, right?
I've heard
5
some
seconds
people
remaining.
prefer the new one actually,
Really?
but I think it sounds worse to me.
I don't think I've seen it. That's
Yeah,
kind of
so
a
that's
tell.
the difference. Exactly. Like in a lot of these pro games, you rush Shard as fast as possible, Snapfire, and you get a blink. You just set up
Yeah.
like this monstrous stun. Now it's like get a little bit of extra damage and damage over time, and it's a slow.
And more
But I think the
range.
biggest thing is
Dire
the range.
team bad. Radiant team
Don't you find
bad.
it weird that the range gets increased? Like you have all this muscle memory of what a cookie does, even for your teammates, and everybody has to get used to it once you pick up the shard.
Yeah,
Just kind of a weird dynamic.
it's definitely something you have to practice if you want to play it at a pro level for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the
10
snap
seconds
is going to be played as 5. The thing is, what do you pair it with, right? The
5
heroes that we usually see
seconds
snap
remaining.
5 being played with would be something like Faceless Void or Mars, and they've banned the Void themselves. So that's not in the cards. And Soniqs, if they want to, could ban the Mars. I don't know if they're worried about it. Like, maybe they don't care. They're opting to ban Eve's most reliable super late game carries. So maybe Sonic's mindset here is, well, if they can't, like, stall and win the game like that, we're going to beat them on just getting control of the map again in the mid game and then not offering them a comeback possibility.
Dire team bad.
Gonna ban TA as well away from
Dire
probably Eve
team
once again.
pick.
They don't really... Maybe he does play it mid on alone. They banned the Mars too. So from my perspective, two of the best pairings from Snap removed by themselves. The Dragon Knight ban I do like though. That last game was a big problem for them with the Leshrac in tandem, but interesting. I'm really
10
curious about what the
seconds
Snapfire is
remaining.
meant to do in this strategy. It's not like you
Yeah,
have to
and
have any of those two,
5
but
seconds remaining.
Those are also heroes that the Devi has played.
yeah.
I mean, he's most known for his Timber Saw, I guess. I don't know
Yep.
if
And
this
Enigma
is
is
necessarily a
banned,
Timber
so-
Saw game. No strength goes
Radiant
yet, at
team
least.
pick. Visage.
All right, this has to be a core, and it's gonna be a Visage.
All right.
Offlane Visage, or do they play mid at all?
Probably offlane.
Oh,
Devi Lama plays
We
this
did
hero.
see position 1 recently too from I forget who it was.
Yeah, it doesn't strike me as something Eve would play though, right? I think he plays very traditional carry for
10
this team,
seconds remaining.
which is also what the bans from Sonic are, right? They've banned those
5
free
seconds
carries. And
remaining.
he's been playing mostly Troll this tournament. I think almost half his games almost at this point are on Troll. Last game it did not work very well. But I like the change of pace here from Wildcard putting Devi Lama on Visage. I think this is potential to win its lane, and even if it doesn't end in this awkward position that Pango did last game where it has to sit up place for its team. This time around you have the Snapfire for some assist. You have more of a fighting approach where you're online more of the time and you can bring it to Soniqs. So,
Wow.
all right, you love seeing this.
I do, and the fact that it made it to second phase based on the games that we've cast at least is kind of crazy too.
I don't know.
First
He's
ban
been very hit or
sometimes,
miss for
second
me.
phase ban. Yeah, but he's fun, Cinder. That's the most.
That is true.
I know this is a very
seconds
important series, but
remaining.
players want to have fun.
Yeah,
He's the
Dire
most
team
fun hero
pick.
in Dota right now.
that's fair.
I know you'd agree with that one at least. And
You're
Dark
gonna
Willow
get
again
Willow.
coming out.
Yep. This Willow, exactly the last time Sonics played their Chen, it was Chen on MSS and Willow on Fata. So they're going to repeat that from, I think, round 1 of the tournament, actually, upper bracket.
10
They ran
seconds
this. They did not
remaining.
have Primal or Lesh with it, though, so the
seconds
complementary parts are
remaining.
different. But, yeah, this was very stable for them in that game. And for Wildcard, I think the key to unlocking this game is finding a reliable way of punishing Quinn. Like, get him a worse lane matchup, or if you can't beat the Leshen lane, at least have a clear-cut path to taking him down in the fight. Whether that's... Right?
Wow.
This is a pretty all-in way of doing it. This hero, in my experience, does not like playing against Primal Beast. You charge in on top of him and you're just toast as SF. You can't ult because he can pulverize you, and you can't hit your raises because he's on top of you. So has to have some sort of protection and backup for that. I don't think they'll obviously not be laning against each other. It will be a Leshrac mid, and Primal more than likely the position 3 of the game.
Will Troll get banned this time? They've played Troll Shadow Fiend a lot.
I feel like Soniqs kind of don't care about Troll, just in general. I don't know, I'm not getting the vibe that it's a hero that they're worried about.
Radiant team ban.
Be more concerned about something probably maybe faster in this game. Or something that's better against Primal Beast in lane, like maybe Jug or...
Yeah, Jug is good against Lesh as well, right?
I think Jug would be a pretty good pick for Wildcard. Eve does play it, I believe, so...
Well, Soniqs pick first, and they can also go Jug. That is a Yawar hero as well.
I feel like he's not... Does he want to go that route, though? I think he wants to play Bristleback.
Bristleback?
Yeah, I think you pick a carry in this game that just crushes Visage, because your other heroes don't, right? Your other heroes are not particularly good against Visage. I guess Primal Beast can be like okay, but it's not a great Lesh matchup. Even Morphling ban for Soniqs now, so potential hint as to what kind of carry they want. There's the Jug ban, so you were on the money with that being a good pick for them at least.
What is Morphling good against?
None of what they have. I mean, he can turn into Willow, but I don't think he's good against anything in particular that Soniqs have right now. So probably good against the carry that they were planning to get. Don't know if that would have been Jug.
5 seconds remaining.
There are a lot of carries, man. This is going to be close to the bottom of the barrel.
Running out of time, and here it comes. Monkey King.
Okay.
All right, another safe lane carry that's good against Visage, right? So that's another good alternative. Maybe he doesn't like Bristleback. Maybe they think the matchup against Shadow Fiend is too bad or something. But like either way, you have this melee carry to play together with either Willow or Chen that will do well against Visage in lane, and later on, Visage cannot fight in the Monkey King lane. It's really problematic. And the hero is pretty slow if it doesn't have Grave Chill running, so you can't really reposition yourself and get out.
I feel like Wildcard were originally going to pick Troll, but maybe they're thinking about it now because obviously Soniqs knows that they picked this before. I think we've cast 2 games where they've
kind of feel like they are going to end up just going for it again, but clearly Soniqs don't care and think that Wildcard are overrating the carry. They banned Terrorblade and Medusa and TA over it in the second phase. Considering they already had Chen Lesh, they still were more scared of the greedier carries than the Troll. I feel like that speaks volumes about how this team plays that hero. They just don't think it's that good. Wildcard.
You could go for something weird, maybe something out of Soniq's book and go for an Alchemist. You get some extra minus armor with the Shadow Fiend and Snapfire. You have some Roche potential.
I actually wouldn't be mad at that. I feel like Soniqs don't have very good single target damage.
Wow.
They're gonna pivot.
Okay.
This is probably it is a carry Visage, man. I didn't think Eve was gonna play this hero, but they're gonna go for it. They're committing for something very unusual for themselves here to give Davai Lama a potential high impact lane. This is a terrible matchup for Monkey King. Viper is one of the absolute worst heroes you can face, and this time you're going to see a different Davai. He's not going to get crushed in lane, and that is already going to be a major improvement for Wildcard's chances.
He has his turtle shell ready to go, so I'm pretty sure that mitigates a little bit of damage.
Not too much in the way of playmaking still, though, wouldn't you say? Like, their tri-core is Visage, SF, Viper. None of the cores have catch. They don't have reliable stuns. Like, you have a Marcy jump.
Sammy Boy is going to have to farm that Aghanim for Snapfire and belch these heroes out wherever he wants.
And then Requiem.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It doesn't sound too bad, honestly.
Wat ek jou wou sê is van jou boetie wat ons gister gedoen het vir my Dragonborn en Kraam. Dit hy weer gedoen.
It is.
What I'm used to seeing him play.
Wat hy gedoen het toe ons saam gespeel het. Ja, toe Kraam hom van 'n kant af uitgeding is.
in this game. I think they're going to have a better shot this time because their lanes will go better. But I'm falling into the mid game of not being able to take as much initiative as they would want. But let's see, they're very strong in defense. If the Chen Lesh lineup comes and knocks on their towers, it's not going to be that easy of a task. So,
you know what else is not easy a task is getting these predictions right. Total number of smoke gank kills at game end.
Let's wait for this first blood smoke.
Okay. Total number of tower killed before 25 minutes. It's another Lesh and Chen game.
6 to 10.
Yeah, I'll say the same. First player to get 50 last hits. No, not the Monkey King.
It's Quinn or Alone.
I'll say
Probably.
Quinn.
Yeah, me too. I think.
Total number of Blink Daggers purchased by 25 minutes. So, nobody. I guess Marcy
0
maybe.
to 2.
Shadow Fiend maybe.
Yeah, nobody on Radiant buys
Oh,
it.
wow.
So.
Okay, that's an easy one. We get
I mean, you
that
could
one
buy it
wrong.
on Primal Beast, but I don't think you buy it pre-25. You buy
yeah.
BKB, and you need
30
some
seconds
build
to
of items.
battle.
So.
We have 30 seconds to get this smoke gank. I mean, there's no smoke anymore, right? We're not gonna smoke now. We can discuss this. By game's end, how many smoke gank kills? I'll say 5 to 8.
5 to 8. Yeah, seems like a good choice.
They're copying me. Completely
Yeah.
This time. it seems.
Wait, we have the same ones, right? All of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Then I can't lose.
In a way, that's true.
All right, let me ask you something. This is like, okay, I was gonna say it's half philosophical, but it really isn't. So let's not overstate